This is super lame, but I haven't surfed in over a year. And recording this video feels very uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to do it anyways to see if I can help you. And also, it'd be kind of fun to document my journey. I've got bulging discs in my cervical spine, C5 through C7, and that's prevented me from being able to surf in about a year and a half, ride my dirt bike, golf, have the fun that I like to do. I like to work hard and play hard. And when I can't play hard, it's demotivating to want to work hard. And so I got to get that back, and I'm going to do all I can to do it. And I'll share with you what I've done and what I'm going to do to maybe help you as well. About a year ago, about a year and a half ago, I started feeling pain in my shoulder and my forearm. Fully thought it was just muscles, and it's mostly around surfing. So you do a ton of paddling, popping up, and it just, this just gets worked all the time. And getting older with age, I thought, man, my shoulders are just getting wrecked. This one, I've got a separated AC. I thought, why is it weird that that one should be hurting, but it's my other one that's hurting? And I went and got an MRI, and it showed some arthritis in it. And my doctor said you can go to a shoulder doctor and probably get some injections, and that will probably help. And I went and I got some injections, and it seemed to help a little bit, but did nothing for my forearm, and I was confused. Again, I thought it was just sore muscles because you get sore when you play hard. I eventually got to a point, and I remember vividly this time I was at Doheny, and I went surfing with my daughter Jane, and I like to paddle out with her and help push her. She doesn't get to surf that much, so we can help each other, help her get out in the lineup a little bit if the waves are bigger. And I couldn't paddle. I couldn't put my arm on the board, and I just felt defeated. And I turned around and went in and just told her to stay out surfing. And I was like, I got to do something about this because it's not getting better. And so um, I went back to my primary care physician, and all these appointments take a long time, and I'm going to share with you with some specialists how I got some appointments earlier a little bit later. But my primary care was pretty quick to meet with me, and I said, I think I need to get some steroid or epidural injections in my neck. I hear that's effective, and you have to ask for these things. You have to advocate for them. And so they said, well, we got to get MRI first. And then I got the MRI first, and then I got referred to a pain management doctor. 2 months till that appointment, and then I finally got in after 2 months. Actually, it was a month and a half, and I got a steroid injection in my spine or back of my neck, and it didn't really work. Worked a little bit, but my buddies and online says it takes a couple for it to work, right? So another month or two later, I get another one. And I remember vividly that Friday I got my injection, and Saturday morning I woke up without any pain. I was so stoked. And instead of running out and going surfing, I, as usual, grabbed my dog and we just checked the surf. So we've been doing for a year and a half on Saturday mornings. Well, I didn't have a dog a while back, but for the last year I have. And we were able to check the surf, and I get back and just relaxed. Didn't want to push it. And Sunday morning, I woke up, a little bit of pain, but I'm like, that's normal. And then Monday, the burning started coming back on my neck. And by the end of next week, it felt like I never even had it before. So super frustrated at that moment. I was like, okay, well, I've been putting off the surgery word, but I'm desperate. It's been a year. I got to get this thing fixed because I want to get out and play. I'm not getting any younger. My kids are prime time to go do some fun things, and I gotta do it. So said to my primary care, I need to get a referral to a surgeon, and I got a referral pretty quick. Called them 2 months to get in for an appointment. And then I said, well, how much time until the next surgery? Another month and a half after that. It's a long waiting time to deal with this much pain. The pain management and my primary care gave me gabapentin, which is a nerve pain, and that somewhat works. I think it knocks it down a little bit, but it's all I got. That and Advil, and I'm taking so much Advil, I'm probably not healthy for me, but it's hard to sleep. So I had my first appointment with my surgeon, and he went through my MRI and said, you're a great candidate for ACDF or fusion. And he went through and explained why. And he said, do you have any questions? And I said, yes. Why not disc replacement? And he said, good question. You might be, but we're going to need to get another MRI to make sure all the facet bones, I believe they're called, and the arthritis around, we need to make sure it's good condition for movement. And if it is, then for sure we would want to do disc replacement. And that was a comforting sign that he wasn't just pushing me towards one or the other, but what my body would be a good candidate for. And so 2 months out is his next surgery at the hospital my insurance covers. And he's booked up until then. So I'm waiting 2 months from now to get that. And I have to get one more MRI, and that MRI will tell me or tell him which one I'm a better candidate for. So I'm going to document my journey along the way to maybe help you. I will give you 2 tips on this one. The first one is getting those appointments with the specialist. So the first one was with the pain management. They are backed up, and it was going to take months to get in. I took the first appointment they had available, and then I went in personally into the office about a week and a half later, and I said, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Brad. I just booked an appointment, 2 months from now. You guys are really booked up. Wow, that's crazy." And get them to vent a little bit. And I said, "Hey, I tell you what, if you have any cancellations, I would love to be first on your list to call me. I live locally. I work right around here. I'll come in and take that empty appointment." And they said, "Well, we have a long list. We'll put you on the list, but don't count on it," right? And I said, "No problem. I totally understand. But I'm just in a lot of pain. So if it does come up, just know that I will answer the phone and I'll fill that empty spot for you." 2 days later, got a call. Was in that next week. Same thing happened with the surgeon. 2 months out for the appointment. And just to see for the first consultation, I said, "Okay, I'll take the appointment." And it took me 2 weeks to get into that office. And I went in, same thing. "Hey, how you doing? I'm Brad. I booked an appointment out. Wow, you guys are really busy. That's wild. I didn't realize that many people have surgery. They actually vent to you because these office people are very frustrated." I told them the same thing. "Hey, listen, if there's any openings coming up, I would love to be first on the list." Same story back. "We have a long list of people. We'll add you to the list." I said, "Totally understand. I'll just let you know. I'll answer the phone call and I'll fill in that spot, even if it's like the same day or the next day." Because they always call to confirm and people cancel, right? 3 days later, called from them, got in the next week. So if you're waiting that long, be nice the whole way. Go in person if you can, and I bet you can get a quicker appointment. The last thing is what has helped me is we have an adjustable bed, so I'm able to adjust it at different positions all through the night. I've tried a multiple pillows. Right now I'm on the purple pillow. I just got that last week. Had a couple great nights with that, a couple not so good nights. I feel one of those old people like, well, every day is different, and it really is different every day. And today was not that bad. Yesterday was way worse. Friday, Saturday, a couple days ago, way better. So it's just variable every day. So just take it one day at a time and be positive, and you can get through it. We'll get there, and I'll let you know about my journey. So, signing out.